you know.
About this is that the ending that you got at the end of this thing, for me, is more about the audience, more about everybody going, whoa, this is how do you, like, are you trying to tell me, if you watch movies, you didn't think that it was going to end with you questioning? I was expecting it. I'm expecting that we're not going to know if everything we've seen was or was not a layer of a dream.
Yeah.
I was just expecting it. I was just figuring out how are they going to show whether or not. And then they did about the spinning thing. But the way that I viewed it was that it's real. That is just for the sake of you asking questions. Because the reason why I feel it's real is that to set up that kind of job just for the sake of you getting home would be such the layers involved, like based on the mechanics of how the movie works, that you have to have like 5 layers or something, or 6 layers. Who would have started it off? How would you stay
maybe it's just all
no, because
as what he says, maybe it's just all part of his one big dream that he dreams of.
That's what I was thinking. Like at one point, you know, he goes into he meets the guy Yusuf, who makes the chemicals, and he goes downstairs and see all these people hooked up to these things, and he tries it out, and then like he wakes up almost instantly and runs to the mirror and like goes to try his totem to spin it, but then he doesn't get the chance to see if it drops. He takes it because Ken Watanabe comes to the door and he snatches it up, and then you never see him try to use the spinning thing again. And so I was thinking possibly maybe he never woke up from that. Maybe he's still asleep. Maybe the dream started there. I don't, you know, possibly. I'd need to watch it again to actually, you know, come to a conclusion.
I mean, but that's like another thing that you were even saying about how he could even dream about all of this corporation.
Yeah, but that's what his wife was saying.
Telling him, so that just puts that out.
Yeah, because his wife was saying, like, why do you think that some anonymous corporation is just sending goons after you? It's because your subconscious is attacking you because of the guilt you're feeling. And it just showed, you know, that's evidence that you are actually...
No, but don't you know that is just to put doubt in his mind?
Yeah, of course. But I'm saying you can still use these as arguments.
Exactly. But
you're breaking up again, man.
Is it your connection?
It's the fact that at the end, the guy made...
The connection is fine.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you, man. Can't hear you, man.
Hello?
Breaking up.
No.
I'm going to reconnect.
Wait. Speak again.
So no. Because look, I think really it's like I feel that the whole Boil of Wax could still be his dream. I mean, for me, like the argument against that is that okay, it's a bit sophisticated that he would dream up about okay, we're doing this job, blah blah blah. But
yeah,
that's really,
and that's like Mo said. There need to be like 7 layers or something. Like it'd be a dream within a dream within a dream within a dream within a dream.
Oh, yeah, true.
But maybe just all that is a dream.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
the rules don't matter.
It's like, do there even need to be layers?
Yeah, exactly. Like it could just be all one big dream.
You know.
You know that, but I mean, really, to make any proper argument, you need to watch it again, and that's why this film really lends itself to repeat viewings.
Oh no, it's true.
But look, after watching, I think maybe just after watching Last Airbender and coming to watch this, we walked past like a big poster of Last Airbender, and it's just the difference between the two is staggering. Like we just come out of like a well-conceived, intelligent, engaging, you know, thought-provoking film. After just seeing one of the worst, it's
extremely refreshing. I mean, like maybe you know our views are maybe a bit biased because just how bad this year has been for film. Because like literally when I was watching, I was like, wow, man, I'm watching a film where like ideas are just thrown out there, originality is out there, and like you're like, man, what's gonna happen next? And you're literally like, for me, like the best scene for me in this film was, you know, the bit where like all three. I just keep on talking. No, keep on talking.
You were talking.
Oh well. No, I'm talking about the best scene in the film when there were all 3 of the things where. You know, when he was basically flipping the thing.
Oh yeah. And when like the van was like just touching the water.
No. Before when like the van first gets attacked.
Oh yeah. And it starts. Like,
basically the music started like like again like for me that was crazy because you're just thinking like man like you know basically all 3 levels are just basically all crazy and just like I've never really seen something like this done before and it was just something just so new and so refreshing that like wow man like. It's a new kind of edges, and also in the day and age of remakes, rubbish comic book.
I mean, look, we were seeing.
Wait a minute, I'm small.
Yeah, A-Team, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were seeing trailers for A-Team, Harry Potter.
I'm small on the thing.
No. For me, that's exactly what I was. Like you see this stuff like, oh my gosh, like 18, man, I think like, man, this is just represents just like the rubbishness of films. But then you then watch this thing and like, my halfway through, you're like, wow, man, like this is just like I'm actually really interested in like what's actually going on in this whole thing. You know, it's like, you know, because I think really at the end of the day, man, it's like I've actually been on the angry boards. It's like, look, man, we live in a day and age where guys say TDK is a masterpiece. People say this is a masterpiece. Guys will even say, I don't know, like, oh man, I'm a masterpiece. You know, but I think it's like, I am. But the thing is, though, is that look, man, I think coming from this thing, I pretty much got what I actually expected from this film. That this would actually be a very interesting film, a lot of interesting ideas, but it's not a classic. You know, yeah, we can hear you know. So that's the but yeah, I mean, no, definitely, man. It's like the film is heavy, man. The film's heavy.
You're breaking up again.
Speak. Yeah, the video is all messed up for you. Like you're all slow and sluggish and everything.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I mean, really.
Look, Arnie should have been the main character. Yeah, keep dreaming.
Sweet dreams.
I mean, worst nightmare.
Oh no!
Don't jump! No! Just thinking how much the film would actually change just if Arnie had been there instead of DiCaprio.
Because that was exactly because we actually like that's what happened with like Total Recall. Like Total Recall, if you remove Arnie from Total Recall, it's actually quite a serious sci-fi film. But once Arnie's in there, it's like a domino effect. It just changes the whole thing. So I was thinking like, yeah, imagine if Arnie was in this, the whole film changes.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm an extractor.
Yeah, Inception. I've done a bit before.
Yeah, I've done a bit of Inception before.
No, but yeah, I mean, it's like, so yeah, I mean, actually, even you were saying that, like, yeah, I mean, that, yeah, the performances and all this were actually really good.
Look, performances were good across the board. Juno was good.
But guys, Juno, I think she needs to act her age.
Have any of you guys seen interviews of Ella Page? She's like 50.
No. She's literally
like, well, yes, I believe I met a fine gentleman previously.
Yes, I think, you know, you did do a new homage.
Questionable repute.
No, but yeah, look, man, the acting for
very good. Ken Watanabe was...
Listen, look, Ken Watanabe, man, the guy... Because remember, man, like, for me, even I was thinking about this, like, look, man, it's very hard to act in a different language, you know. And I think that was one of the main things, like, you know, of him having to learn the English words and not really long English words as well in a different language, you know. And the way he came across, especially doing it in a foreign language, was amazing, you know.
The guy looked cool. You know, you see him with his suit
in
his helicopter. And when he gets in the car, he's like...
No, the best bit was like, the embed is like, still alive.
No,
I'm still alive. I'm just like, yeah. You know.
You know, I can't even remember what... Oh, sorry, this is what I was saying before I got disconnected.
Yeah.
So, the thing I had is, at the point that the woman, Moll or whatever, starts talking about how those guys are chasing you, so subconscious.
Yeah.
The fact that at the end, they stop chasing him, and he gets home, and he gets back, and everything. I'm like, that's based on how the story works, means that he got out.
No, not because you could say he reconciled himself when he forgave himself, so he stopped feeling guilty.
No, because you know why? Somebody's subconscious is always looking for you. If you're in somebody else's dream.
Not if you're, but maybe he's just dreaming. It's not in someone else's dream.
It could still be his own dream.
It's his own dream.
You know.
That's the argument I make.
Right from the beginning, right from the beginning of the film, that's the theme that Nolan is pretty much running out there. Like, look, man, the dream is real. It's like, what argument can you say that he's not just dreaming the whole thing? You know, because like that's the whole point that you can really fully question that. You know, is what he's seeing really real? Because he may still not actually be with his kids. Hence why he's maybe dreams that, he actually finally made it and saw his kids, because this is just something that actually make it be in his dream.
Well, you know why? You know the only reason why it might be a dream. And think about this. When you get to the end of the movie, did you notice that his children are exactly the same age as they've always been?
I didn't think about that.
Even though he's